You found the Sharks Broadcast podcast. Subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a 5-star rating.
It's a Shark Morning Show. So Aaron and I were talking about this being the longest week we've ever lived through in our life.
I was starting to feel like I was in some sort of a Twilight Zone episode because it seems like everybody that I've talked to, I'm talking about, Shark listeners on the phone.
Yep.
I'm talking about my own doctor. I'm talking about my family. Friends are
saying...
How
did your doctor visit go? Not to, invade your, HIPAA rights.
Oh, my HIPAA?
Yeah. How's your HIPAA? Is everything all right? We'll get into that later, maybe. But anyway, okay. So you're talking to your doctor.
Yeah, no. Everybody is saying, what's going on with this week? It feels like this should be Friday. This was yesterday was Wednesday, and everybody's like, this should be Friday. What's going on? It just seems like we're in this time warp where every day you wake up, and it's still the middle of the week, and it just never ends. It's going on and on and on. Aha! There's a new study at Ohio State University that finds that this is what's going on.
Okay.
When we have a big 3-day weekend coming up,
yes.
What happens is our perception of time as human beings, it gets skewed when we're really looking forward and having something fun and an expansive amount of time on the weekend. So a vacation or a long weekend, the days before it will drag on and on commonly.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
It's a psychological thing.
It's completely psychological.
Oh, boy.
They say the opposite happens when you've got something horrible coming up. If something, that you're dreading is coming up, then it can feel like it's right around the corner. And when that does happen, it just time speeds up a little bit.
I gotcha.
So this is like the reverse. So we're all just like, this weekend, wow, Memorial Day weekend, 3 days off. It'll be so much fun.
Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because sometimes when we're on vacation, doesn't it feel like it goes by in the blink of an eye?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, seriously,
yep.
I just, not that I hate work. I love what I do. We love what we do. But being on vacation and not looking at screens and not typing anything, I don't have to look at a keyboard or a screen for 7 whole days. That is a heavenly thing, right?
Oh, I know.
But it goes by bam.
You wake up, sunrise. There goes the sun.
Yeah,
it's sunset.
Gotta
no.
Go back to work.
Yeah, that's how it goes. But that's what's going on. We're all just looking. I guess it's a good thing. I guess you can look at the silver lining of it and say we're all so psyched about this weekend and enjoying the 3-day weekend that's why everything is going so slow right now.
Right. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Interesting stuff there, Train. We've got John Mellencamp and Donna Summer coming up on the Shark. Got to check out the Shark app or shark1053.com. I've got an article I did yesterday. I put up a picture of Jim Anctil's kids, and he posted a picture on a local Facebook page of when he took his 3 boys to Chuck E. Cheese in Newington, which is not there anymore. It's
Burning and Phil's now.
Yeah. I remember that place though well. Who didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Yeah, that was talk about Vegas before Vegas for me.
Yeah. Well, let's see. How can I gingerly tell this story without giving away too many secrets? So he went there with his 3 boys. They could not be more psyched. They were small. I'm going to say 2, 4, and 5, maybe. He had little boys. And they were psyched to see Chucky. Because the Chuckster used to walk around and say hello to the kids and all that.
Oh, yeah. When Chuck came around, it was a big deal. Absolutely.
Oh, it was a huge deal. That's right. They would play music. Chuck is walking around. Oh, my goodness. My son Colin, too. He was pretty psyched. Wow. Apparently, they were so slamming busy when Jim and his boys went in there. And no Chucky.
Uh-oh.
No Chuck E. Cheese walking around. So he said to the waitress, who was, young and slamming busy, "Hey, where's Chuck E. Cheese?" She goes, "He called in sick today." So
the rat called out.
The rat called out. Right. So Jim knew that he couldn't possibly, break the news to his boys. They would throw a fit, as they do sometimes when they're children. So he decided, okay, he's going to see if he can find Chuck E. Cheese. He went back, and sure enough, right there on the hook was Chuck E. Cheese hanging there. He's like, "Oh, there you are." So he asked the waitress, "Would you mind?" She said, "Nope, I don't mind." She was probably busier than, than she could possibly keep up with. So he escorted Chuck E. Cheese And he went out with him, and it's funny, when he went out and he greeted the kids, you couldn't see Jim Anctil anymore.
Oh.
All you could see was Chuck E. Cheese. It was magic.
I wonder what happened.
What happened. But anyway, his kids were thrilled. I mean,
nice.
He's got a picture on the Shark app. It's hilarious. He said that I could post it, so thank you for that, Jim. He's from Rochester. Jim is now from Rochester. I think he lives in Newburyport now. But anyway, the look on one of his boys' faces.
Yeah, I got to tell you.
It's so funny.
For, a giant rat. It's not, you would think kids would not. It's almost like the anti-Mickey Mouse, really. You got a great big giant rat. But Chuck E. Cheese was beloved.
He was beloved, yes.
Or is. I'm just thinking because the Newington place isn't there anymore, but yeah.
Right. Do they still have the Manchester location? I think they do.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
The story with Chuck E. Cheese was he never knew what day his birthday was, so he wanted to celebrate his birthday every day. So that's why they always had pizza party birthdays there, and every day was Chuck E.'s birthday.
That is genius. Whoever came up with that marketing
That's pretty
thing,
good.
that was fantastic. True, not just marketing. True, just kidding, kids. But anyway, the look upon his face was a combination of, psyched, horror, and where did Dad go?
Uh-huh.
It was very, very funny. And Jim says in his post, parenting, you do what you have to do.
That's it.
Amen to that. We've got Eddie Money coming up next on The Shark. I think we did. I mean, is their house really in the middle of the road? It never really made sense to me. But then you explained it. It's not the middle of the road, Sarah. It's just the middle of the street.
Yeah, it's like halfway down.
Right.
Must be one of them English things.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it's the Shark Morning Show. So we've got some tickets for you.
Oh, I guess so. Woohoo! NHRA New England Nationals coming back to New England Dragway the weekend of June 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. That's Top Fuel. That's Funny Car. Of course, last year was last year. So they have returned.
Yep.
And what an event that is. Matter of fact, right there at the Shark app, I have an article, a little way back Wednesday piece from yesterday about how fun it is there. Their media day is unbelievable. It's really cool. Like these are the elite drivers in the entire world of NHRA, and they just walk around and shake hands and say hello.
Oh, so the girls that you're pictured with, they're drivers?
Yes.
Trained.
They're the Force sisters.
So you get a bunch of dudes walking around. You're like, you go to the ladies. You're like, hey, I'm from the radio station.
Somehow,
let's go take a picture.
Somehow I managed to finagle that interview. They were both very nice. It was funny because I had all my questions set, and I was talking to Courtney Force, and then all my questions were done, and so I had Brittany right there, and I went. And then I looked. She had Monster Energy gear on. I went, Monster Energy, huh? That was my only thing I had left. She just signed a 3-year, multi-billion-dollar deal with Monster Energy, and that was like such a lucky break for me.
Wow! And you're kidding me.
Oh yeah, that was my question. Monster Energy, huh? I have no idea what I was even doing or saying. That's all I had, and she just signed a multi-year contract.
Everything he touches turns to gold. It's 6:57. Check out. You were jamming. My God.
Time for the brain strain. I think I pulled a neck muscle on that one.
I didn't know you could move like that, Train. Man, oh, man.
Got the brain strain rocking on your Thursday. It's New England drivers. Now, 90% of New England drivers, they never use this on their vehicle. And I know everybody's saying, is it that blinker? Let me guess. Is it that blinker? No, it's not the blinker. So, got that KTP gift card up for grabs. Gear up for summer. Kittery Trading Post. Yeah, 90% of New England drivers, they never use this on their vehicle. My hint is if they have one. I'm going to say if they have one is my hint. So
not all cars have one. Interesting, Train.
90% of New England drivers, they never use this on their vehicle.
Okay.
If they've got one.
877-45-SHARK. Give it a shot. If you get the answer that we're looking for, you know what you get. Good luck. 726, we are playing the brain strain.
90% of those New England drivers, they never use this on their vehicle. Of course, the hint is if they have one. If they have one on their vehicle, 90% of them, they're not using it.
What is it? 877-45-SHARK. Good morning. What is your guess?
I'm going to say their cruise control.
No, it's not the cruise control.
Nice.
The backup camera.
Oh, it's not the backup cam.
Good one.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess the rear window wiper.
I just had that replaced. It is not the rear window wiper.
All right. I know this ain't going to be right, but I mean, I never use my emergency brake in my truck.
No, it's not the emergency brake.
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm going to guess the cigarette lighter.
No, it's not the cigarette lighter.
Rear window defroster or wiper.
No, it's nothing to do with the rear window.
Is it the auto driving feature?
No, it's not anything like cruise control or auto drive or anything like that.
I say it's a power booster so they can get more sound from their 8-track player.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ed. It is not. Sorry, Ed.
All-wheel drive?
No, it's not all-wheel drive.
Nope.
Hey, mine's about to run out, so I got to find out if it's it. Is it your extended car warranty?
No, it's not a warranty.
No, try again.
Navigation.
No, it's not any navigation system.
Sunroof.
A sunroof is
It is
correct.
a sunroof.
Hey
yes.
now.
Yeah.
Nice job. Who's this?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Saco right now.
Saco. All right, hang on just one sec, Mike.
Thank you.
There it
we
is,
go.
a sunroof, yeah. It kind of makes your car feel like a convertible, even though it's not.
Yeah, I remember when I had hair, that was the same time I had a sunroof, and it would actually blow it around, it would kind of get all frizzy and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I never would pop that thing.
I love sunroofs. Why?
I don't know. I just
miss
never did.
mine.
Maybe I'd miss my hair more if I had one, and I can't remember. I remember putting it up a couple of times, and that was it. So I guess I'm like the 90%.
Yeah. I had one when I had a Nissan Maxima, and I loved that car. Loved it. Bought it almost brand new when I was really young. Ended up totaling it. That's a different story altogether. But that one had a sunroof, and I just loved it.
The sunroof was up, all right, or on and open, all right.
Yeah, it was open, and I just thought, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make them a lot now in new cars, do they?
No, you don't see them as
Not
much
so
as you
much?
used to, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Of course, in New England, it's just kind of a snow catcher through 4 months out of the year.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. And heaven forbid that you get a leak or whatever.
Oh, I know.
That's bad.
Yeah, I know. Wintertime comes, that's not a good thing.
Yeah. Anyway, Tears for Fears, Blondie, all coming up. Congratulations. We'll have another KTP gift card for you tomorrow. And I never knew this.
As close as you could come to being hit by lightning, that was me. My story, I was 3 years old watching Sesame Street.
What?
And it was a...
Do you remember this, by the way?
This is
do?
I think it's my earliest memory because I was like 3 years old.
Wow.
And so I was sitting there on the couch. Right behind the couch is the wall facing the street, and then right there is a huge oak tree.
Yeah.
So the lightning must have been attracted by that oak tree, very tall oak tree, ba-boom, and it blew out a portion of the wall right where I was sitting. The lightning...
It blew out part of the wall?
Yeah.
Where was Larry and Christy? They must have been very scared.
Yeah, I think Dad was at work. It was like a weekday.
Oh.
And Ma was just in the kitchen. Kapow. The thing is, I thought...
Oh, wow.
So what happens is, when you have that, your ears ring.
I didn't know that.
Because it's just so loud. It was just so ridiculously loud. Boom. And what I thought was, of course, the TV went out. And no more Sesame Street. And I thought
you must have been mad.
Yeah, I thought that the TV was broken, and part of it being broken, that the TV was making that sound. That, of your ears ringing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, turn off the TV. I can't stand that sound. I just remember that because my ears were ringing so bad, and I wasn't used to my ears ever ringing, thinking that was the TV making that sound when it was my own ears. Some people that actually get hit by lightning. And I was as close as you could come, I think, with ever not actually getting it. But they'll get these like little weird scars. Yeah, they get the burns and stuff. I never had anything like that. I had my ears ringing, and I was pretty shooken up. And I'm telling you, I got within like 2 feet of lightning.
That's pretty intense.
Oh.
Your mom must have been really afraid because you're just a baby.
Yeah, I was 3, and you can, I think, behind you can still see where it hit, like behind the wallpaper.
Really?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I did not.
You right up.
I didn't technically get hit, but boy, that lightning tried to get me.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I never got hit by lightning.
No, that's good.
No, I remember watching it when we went on vacation. We used to go to Ringe up at Sunshine Lake, and we had a cabin there, and we used to watch the thunderstorms and lightning on the lake. It was kind of cool to watch.
Yep.
But I've never been hit by lightning.
That's as close as the bolts have come to you. That's good.
Yeah. I've never had, I've never known anybody either that has had a close experience except you, Trey.
Yeah. I mean, people survive doing that. I know, I think the golfer Lee Trevino has been hit a couple of times. And basically, I guess you go to the doctor and the doctor goes, I don't know what to tell you. I've never talked to anyone that had this happen. But yeah, you will. I guess you get little burns and scars and stuff.
Well, you have electricity in your body. We've got energy in our body. So those two meet.
Yep.
And it could be a very, could be a situation.
Electrifying. That was an electrifying memory.
Wow. Well, I'm very glad that you're still here.
Yeah.
Kind of explains a lot.
You would think I'd been terrified of watching Sesame Street, but I wasn't.
No.
I didn't blame Big Bird.
Do you remember what scene it was?
Yeah, Big Bird was about to go into his house. I remember that as clear as day.
Stop it.
Yep.
You remember that?
Yeah.
He was about to, wasn't that at the end of the show where he, says bye to everybody or whatever?
No, I don't think so. I think he just would go in and out of his house.
Nest.
Yeah.
He had that big old nest.
Yeah, there was Oscar's can.
Trash
then
can.
There was something else, and then there was his door.
Yeah.
He was about to go into the door.
Wow.
Kapow.
Yeah, it was unreal last night. I mean, it was about, 7 o'clock, I guess, that they started rolling through?
Yeah, they said 50 and 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and I believe it.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. It was right around bedtime for me. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Can't go out. It's raining outside. Anyway, I hope it doesn't do that tonight. Tonight's supposed to be really nice, so I'm happy about that. Tom Petty coming up next on The Shark. 56, The Shark Morning Show. Welcome to your Thursday, as we like to call it. Almost through today to get on to our holiday weekend. Only a few more hours till the barbecues and family get-togethers, and we can actually get together this year.
I know. It's going to be so amazing to have that barbecue without I can't get within 10 feet of Nana. That whole thing.
I know.
Yeah.
See, this year is a test. This year is a test. When we're opening up, because last year, right, we couldn't get together because, the pandemic. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't go. It's the pandemic.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry. So this year, since we can get together, depending on your circumstance, I suppose, this year it's going to be, do you really want to get together? You know what I mean?
Yeah, people will have to really rethink and rework their strategy for backing out of stuff.
You don't have the pandemic anymore.
I know it.
To say, sorry, I can't go because of the pandemic. Have you had that experience with your family, or are you all just dying to get together? Please say that someone's backing out just to make me feel better.
Oh, I don't know. Probably. Maybe somebody. I don't know. I have no specifics. But
see, this is you trying not to make me feel bad.
Yeah, no.
That's what this is right now. No, your family gets together all the time.
Yeah.
You've got everybody doing everything.
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes we'll talk about that, saying, "Are we strange because we don't have the sort of dramas that maybe we hear about other places." I guess maybe we are.
No, I just, maybe I could become no, I don't want to become an honorary LaPierre. I like my family. I mean, I love my family. I want them to get together all the time. But there's always that one that's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't. Oh, the pandemic. I'm working,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Do I sound bitter about that?
I don't know. So you've had a couple of these happen thus far. I mean, people have got lives that they got to live. Maybe they do have plans. It could be real.
That's not making me feel better.
I don't know.
From Hollywood, the heart of the entertainment world.
Train track celebrities.
Well, it is on. Phil Mickelson on the heels of winning the PGA Championship. He said he was inspired by Tom Brady, wants to team up with Tom Brady again.
Didn't I say that yesterday?
Absolutely.
That came out of my mouth.
Yeah, and sure enough.
Wow.
Wouldn't you know it?
Maybe he listens to the show.
It's on. The Match Part 2 happening July 6th. That's a Tuesday.
Wow.
That's a Tuesday after the July 4th weekend. Big Sky, Montana. Sarah.
Oh, I love that place.
The match will be taking place there, and it is Phil Mickelson and Tom Brady versus Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers. Of course, Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers, to which Brady is just entering a whole nother level of smack talk. I'll give you what I think is the best one. He puts out, 2 champions versus a scientist, which is Bryson DeChambeau's nickname. He goes, 2 champions versus a scientist and a Jeopardy host.
Oh, he's smacking it down. I thought Aaron Rodgers was amazing on Jeopardy. I just have to put that right out there.
He's really good.
He did such a good job, didn't he?
I think Brady's jealous of him.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think maybe Tom Brady wants to host Jeopardy.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on
I would think
there.
that's a great idea, but
so that'll be quite a match. It'll be a lot of fun when that happens. A new one. This is great for families. You know, you want to do the Clark Griswold thing, load up the wagon again and head out to Wally World. Well, Disneyland is reopening for out-of-state visitors on June 15th.
Oh, good.
So, when you get there, it won't be closed for cleaning. It'll be open, and they've got all the new guidelines and stuff. It seems like more and more, like everything else, we're just getting back to normal.
Good. That's fantastic news.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
go.
My Mickey Mouse is horrible.
Oh, do it again, will you?
I don't know. Did he ever see?
No,
that's
never
awful.
know.
Everybody put your hands together for your 2 hosts and your 2 players, Sarah and A-Train.
I love that we do the Queen's wave during that intro.
Yeah, well, the studio audience is just going nuts for us here. Isn't that nice? Of course, time to play Who Are You? It's all this week. We do Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Saluting those who have served in the military. I'm going out to the Israeli Defense Forces for this one. This woman is 92 years old. She's still with us. And she was a sniper because she was so small. I guess when you're small, they make a sniper out of you.
Okay.
She's like 4'7" is this woman. And she became...
She's 90 what?
She's 92.
Betty White?
It's not Betty White. She became wildly famous in the 1980s. When she began her radio show in 1980, she was just making...
Dr. Ruth.
It is Dr. Ruth.
Oh, Dr. Ruth. Wow.
She said, I never killed anyone, but I knew how to throw a hand grenade, and I could shoot very well. It's a direct quote.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So Dr. Ruth, she is our winner today. I've never had a Dr. Ruth, Who Are You before.
I think you did.
I don't remember.
To be honest, I think you actually, I think you did.
Okay. Huh.
All right. Well, that's a good one, Train. That's a really good one, Dr. Ruth. Good old Dr.
I'm trying to think. That's the same voice that I have as a Muppet. Isn't it? Was that? Oh, that's the on Pigs in Space. There's the doctor there on the Pigs in Space from the Muppets, the Muppet Show. It's the same as my Dr. Ruth.
I remember listening to her radio show thinking, what is she saying?
Oh, I know.
I mean, the things that used to come out of her mouth.
Yeah, there was nothing,
sacred,
yeah.
Nothing sacred.
A lot of blushing going on.
Oh,
That
my
show.
goodness. Yeah. All right. Well, it's this guy's birthday today. I thought that I would also choose, what do you call somebody in their 90s?
Nonagenarian?
Is that what you call somebody?
Maybe.
All right. Well, this guy, it's his birthday today. He is 98 years old today. Whoa. He was the former Secretary of State under Nixon and Ford. And knowing how you are with presidents, I thought you would get this one right away.
Henry Kissinger.
Yes, Henry Kissinger.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and it is nonagenarian, 90 to 99 years old. Boy, that's Henry Kissinger. That's unbelievable.
All right, well, to celebrate, have yourself some cake and some really, really tender, falling apart Salisbury steak for the old people.
There we go.
And maybe some mashed potatoes, too.
Happy birthday to me.
If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you, too. Oh, we would be remiss if we didn't say happy birthday to our beloved Carol. Happy birthday! Happy birthday to her. She's from the country station over there, and it's her birthday today, so we're very happy and we love her. So, yeah.
Yay,
so, have happy birthdays if it's your birthday, and cake. We've got The Clash coming up next. Not to imitate.
I know.
I mean, every time we play him, I just can't help myself.
Yeah, you just have to. I don't know. When you sing along with a Michael McDonald song, you have to sing it as him.
Yes.
You have to.
Yeah, true story. Anyway, it's a Shark Morning Show. What's your favorite part of today so far?
It was kind of interesting for me to relive my earliest memory of being struck by lightning today. Of course, watching Sesame Street way back in like 1976, right there on the couch, and boom, the lightning came through the wall right behind me. It's about as close as you can get to lightning without actually being hit.
Yeah. Jeez, oh, Pete, that must have been so scary.
Yeah. That was where I learned about your ears ringing when you hear a loud sound.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It was an educational experience.
Okay. My favorite part of today is, remember I heard this a few days ago, Larry's Clam Bar in Plastow is reopening. Yeah. They can't call it Larry's. They can't use the name, but it's a guy that owns a Saddle Up Saloon, too.
Okay.
So he's going to be bringing back the seafood to Route 125. Yeah.
That's a taste of summer.
Oh,
right
there's a barbecue place right there, too. So it's going to be barbecue and seafood right there on that stretch of road.
Done and done.
Love it.
Load them up.
Yeah. We've got the Workday Kickoff coming up next. Steve Miller Band kicks that off next. And it is 3 hours of continuous classic hits, commercial free, if you can believe it, all brought to you by...
Dun, 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 dun.
Universal Recycling, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Steve Miller next on the show.
Classic hits. Hi, this is John Bon Jovi.